Let's explore a crucial dimension of culture by talking about the difference between guilt and shame. Guilt comes when we break a rule. It involves the fear of punishment. When we do something wrong and no one knows it, but our conscience is eating at us, that's guilt. One example is Saint Augustine. He led a very immoral life before becoming a Christian in 386 AD. However, in his autobiography Confessions, what he really focuses on is a moment when, as a 16-year-old, he and a group of friends stole pears from a neighbor, just for the fun of it. They weren't even hungry. Decades later, it was this act, for which no one ever rebuked him, that still weighed on him as irrefutable proof of his deep sinfulness. Shame comes when we break a relationship. It is the painful sense of rejection that comes when we fail to perform as our community expects. Shame goes by many names: disgrace, disrespect, even embarrassment. We avoid shame and long for honor and dignity. A famous example of this came in 2006 when Zinedine Zidane headbutted an opposing player during the World Cup final. For breaking the rules, he was ejected. His absence contributed to France's heartbreaking loss. Everyone wanted to know, why did he do it? It turned out Marco Materazzi, the opposing player, had insulted Zidane's sister and mother, infuriating him. He broke the rules of the game to avoid the shame of letting such an insult go unchallenged. His mother later said, "At least he has his honor. Some things are more important than football." In cultures that are Western and individualistic, justice is a question of guilt or innocence. These can be called guilt-innocence cultures. People want to know a list of laws they are personally responsible to uphold. They go through life seeking to live up to objective standards of right and wrong. In much of the rest of the world, cultures are more communal. Justice is about distributing honor and shame appropriately in the group. These can be called honor-shame cultures. People want to figure out how to secure their place in their community. They go through life seeking secure relationships and appreciation. All cultures break down and expose our sinful brokenness. In guilt-innocence cultures, people know they have broken the rules. They feel guilty and long to be made right. In honor-shame cultures, people hide their dishonorable acts. They feel shame and long for honor that is secure and genuine. You might be wondering, is honor-shame just a cultural value or a biblical concept? We'll cover that next. Here are some questions for further discussion. What's another example of a person admitting their secret guilt because of the burden of their conscience? What's another example of a person breaking the rules to defend their honor or avoid shame? Which pattern better describes your culture of origin? Which one describes the culture you are working to reach with the gospel?